guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new to my channel, my name is Amy J and I do paranormal videos more than anything, but I will be doing weekly vlogs soon, so if you're into that kind of thing, you're not into spooky things, stick around if you wish. I would appreciate it if you did. I'd also appreciate it if you liked this video. Do you like it or do you thumbs up? Whatever it is. Click the little bell so you don't miss any videos, and please subscribe to my channel. It means so much to me if you subscribe. So yes, onto the video. Wow, we have not done a paranormal story time, my updated, for a little bit, mainly because it's the same stuff that's been happening. But last week we were dog sitting. When I say we, I mean mainly me. I work from home, so the dog was with me, and she was odd all week, and I mean odd. When she's here before now, she's never really been bothered by anything. Like she'll not react to anything or like really do much. She kind of just sleeps a lot. Pretty much all she does is sleep. But this time she was different, and it was as if something was bugging her. And she would basically stand at the bottom of the stairs. Like when I came down in the morning, it was only me in the house. She would just stand and like just sit there and stare at the top of the stairs for a long time. I would call her back. I would be like, you know, and she would just not answer. She would just kind of just stand there. So I'd like go and pick her up because I thought, is she just being lazy? Because she's an old dog. So sometimes she does get lazy. I'll admit that. So I went and picked her up, put her on the couch, and then she would just, because you can still see the couch from the top of the stairs from the couch in a way if you like have an angle, and she just kept looking there, and then she'd bark every so often, and like I said, the noises still happened, so she was picking up on the noises more. Every time there was a noise, she would bark more, and it was like non-stop. And it was weird because sometimes I would be like, wouldn't be at the top of the stairs, like when I was in bed at night, she would sometimes just stare at my door, which she's never done before. Like she's always, we look after her loads and loads of times, and she's never really, like I said, reacted to anything in the house. She's never really like took note of anything in a weird way. She's not that observant of a dog. She's just not. But yeah, like my door especially more than anything, and she kept going under my bed. And I know this sounds like one of like the weirdest things ever, but like I said, we've looked after her for so long and nothing has changed. It is the same thing. And she kept going under my bed and like scratching, like there's nothing under my bed, by the way, it's like empty, and she would just like scratch underneath, and I'd be like, oh, like even if it was like 3 in the morning, I'd look down and she'd just be like there like scratching away. And it was like the weirdest thing because she's never done that before. But yeah, she was like, it was as if she was picking up on something, and I think because she could hear noises in the room, she for some reason thought they were coming from near the bed, so she was like she was scratching at something that she thought was there, but obviously there was nothing there. She reacted a lot to whistling. Like I said, we hear a lot of whistling, and she knows my granddad whistles because she loves my granddad. So when she hears whistling, she like ran to the door, and a couple of times I was like, oh, maybe he is here, because he did do that when she was here. He came and like give her a treat and stuff. But this time he was just not there, and she was like run to the door and she'd run somewhere, she'd do that, and I'd be like, there was nothing there. It was just the whistle that we hear. It has happened before when she's been here, but she's never picked up on it until last week, really. She never really noticed anything, which is odd, to be honest, because it's been the same for a long time now, and she's never picked up on it until then. Now obviously I know not everyone believes in dogs seeing things, like dogs can see ghosts, dogs can see different things, I know that. I do believe in that because I think she has seen something in the house a lot at the times. Like especially the weirdest thing in our house was not long after my dad died, she would like, when she came over, she'd like stare where he used to sit, like on the old couch we used to have, and she'd just like stare at it. Like she could see something, but it was winding up because she couldn't like touch it, and it was odd, like, but that just, you know, not everyone believes in that. I do personally, but not everyone does, and that is fine. Oh, I'm knocking a plant out. That is fine. Obviously not everyone believes in the paranormal. I do. But apart from the dog, I don't know why I'm saying the dog, she's called Ruby, I don't know why I'm saying the dog. But there's been a couple of weirder things. I got tapped last night. I was going to make this video next week because I have 2 videos coming up this week. They're both paranormal. Well, one's paranormal, one's a little not, but still. We're back on track. Just adding that in. So, as I've said before, I am last to go to bed. I'm usually last. I stay up late, I faff about, and I also clean the kitchen at night. It's my little peace time. It makes me feel better. And I just like it. So last night I was cleaning the kitchen and I was near the back door because at night I just check all the doors and stuff. And when I was near the door, I felt someone like touch the back of like my shoulder blade, so like here. And I had my earphones in, so like I quickly, like I jumped and I was like, have I bumped into something? I don't know why I'd think that, because obviously there's nothing to bump into. That would be a height of a person to say. And I like quickly turned around like really fast and I was like, what was that? It genuinely didn't freak me out as much as I thought it would, because I really thought if I felt anything touch me, it would freak me out. But no, it didn't feel bad. It just felt weird, which is one of the many things that's been happening recently, which is like the weird feeling. Again, I don't think that this time I felt anything bad, like a bad spirit. If you can hear that, I'd probably didn't pick it up, but there's like footsteps going on upstairs again, and that's weirding me out. But recently my mum was moving some stuff in her room, and we have uneven floors upstairs, which we only just realised, to be honest. So her wardrobe, when she moved it, when you walked past it, it just like made this little like wobble noise, but you had to physically walk past the wardrobe. Like I said, in my brother's room, like with the drawers and different things, you have to walk past it in order for it to move. And numerous times recently I have heard the noise of someone walking past, and I've heard the little wobble, and mainly more times than not I've just heard the wobble and there's nothing walk past it. Like I can't hear someone walk past it all the time. It is mainly just the wobbly noise. And I've tried to do it. I've tried to like walk up the stairs or do different things, just see if anything makes the noise I'm doing, but it's physically not possible. You have to walk past the wardrobe for it to make that noise. Which is a bit odd, because you have to put a certain amount of pressure on the floor for it to make that noise, kind of thing. You can't just like glide past it in a way. You have to like forcefully put your foot down in order for it to make a little noise. So that's a little bit creepy. And one of the things that's been freaking me out the most is the keys. Now I've said this before. I've said that the keys move. They do move. In the door they swing. Like there's no wind or anything, they just swing every so often. But every so often recently they've been swinging to the point where I can hear them clink together, because I have a keyring gun that I got from Vegas, and it has like 3 little hearts and different stuff from Vegas on it, and I can hear them clink together, and when I walk in I can see it swing. And I have tried to video it before. I think I might have put it in a video, I'm not really sure. But it's basically the key just swings. I will try and catch more things. My issue is half the time stuff happens and I'm used to it now, or I don't pick up on it and different stuff like that. And I don't always think to have my phone like on video, because why would I? And just to me that's weird. To me there's no reason for it to make that noise unless someone's you know, like when you brush past something or like you like click it, it would potentially like clash together and it would make that noise. But other than that, it wouldn't make that noise unless you did it. It wouldn't even do it if there was like a bit of wind in the house, because it has been windy recently. But still, nothing like that, no noise at all. Again, with the, this is sounding horrible. It freaks me out to say it, and it sounds horrible to say it, because it genuinely just freaked me out. Can you hear that? I don't know if, it's like little tiny pattering. My camera isn't like a professional camera, so it doesn't pick up on like everything. I need one of them little ASMR microphones, maybe it'll pick up on things. But again, the little girl. We don't have any kids, like most people that live near me are like grown up, or older, or they have like small kids, but they're like grandkids. And none of them have a girl, if that makes sense. But at night, especially at night, I can hear this little girl's chuckle. And it just, you know, in a horror film when like you see like a little creepy little girl and she like does that little giggle, that's the giggle that I hear. And it is petrifying to hear because you know, you don't expect to hear that in anything apart from a horror film. It has happened, I want to say, since I last filmed this, maybe 3 times. It doesn't happen a lot, but when it does, it freaks me out. Like I said, me and my brother have heard it. My mum is yet to hear it, but she has heard the whistling recently. I think sometimes we not are used to it, but we kind of just ignore it because some of it just, you know. Did you hear that? See, this is what I mean. When I'm filming or when I'm doing different things, stuff makes noises. I don't like that. Seriously. Yeah, we're just gonna carry on because if I picked up on that, great. If I didn't, then I will you'll not hear it obviously, but yeah. I can't tell you the weird things that happen, but it's never quiet in the house, if that makes sense. There is never a time where it is silent, where it is like, there's always a little noise going on in the background. More often than not, it is a pattern. It is little shuffles, it is little movements and different stuff like that. It's pretty good. I can hear something behind me. I'm in the kitchen, so my back's like to the window. It might just, I'm not going to bypass it, it's fine. So yeah, I say it every time, but it is getting weird because to have like so much activity in your house is odd from the get-go. But I think since starting doing paranormal videos and researching different things, sometimes at night, especially if I'm researching things, I find things are more active. I know you'll be able to hear it and it's going to wind me up. Sometimes my camera picks up on it, like that time I heard that knock behind me, and sometimes it didn't pick up on anything, which is annoying. Another thing is, me and my brother do tricks on each other. We're brother and sister, it's what we do a lot. Like I tend to like knock on things, would freak him out. He knocks on things, freaks me out, but I know it's him kind of thing. And recently he has been hearing us come up the stairs and then like knock on a door. Did you just hear that knock? I don't know if you're gonna hear any. I hope you hear it. And he was like, haha, very funny. And I was like, haha, what? And he was like, you just come upstairs and knocked on the door. And I was like, no, I haven't. I'm downstairs. Like, I'm downstairs with mum watching this TV show. And he jokes about it. And he'll be like, haha, whatever. Of course, it wasn't you. Like, you know what I mean? But I think he's getting a bit freaked out by it too. I know my mum is. Now, if you can hear that little creak, that is the door in the other room. The cloakroom door squeaks. When you open it, it makes a noise. I really hope you can hear that. If not, it stopped. But when I go in there, the door will not be open. It will be closed because I know I closed it. But that's what I mean. The noises that happen sometimes don't show what it is. Like I said, the door will make a squeak, something will make a noise, and they'll go up and nothing will have moved. Everything will be in the same place, different stuff like that. I'm gonna stage the house when I film this. Like I said, it's not a massive update, but it's just a little one until Friday when I upload my other video. But I want to keep you guys updated because I like, you know, keeping on track of what's going on too, and I hope you guys enjoy these. I shouldn't say I enjoy these because I don't enjoy the fact that this is happening, but I guess in a way I do love the paranormal, so I kind of bring it on myself sometimes. But yeah, I'm gonna go and sage the house and replace the salt that I took from this morning. I tend to put salt in different corners of the room, and sometimes I'll put a clear quartz or an amethyst in different parts of the room too. If you follow me on their Instagram, you will know what that's about. But yeah, I'm gonna go and sage and check the door. So yeah, please subscribe to my channel and I will see you all soon.